changed up on me. When I started getting money, they started acting funny. Now the time's so lonely. When your friends turn to foes, that's how the game goes. I know, but I can do better on my own.
Peace, family. Welcome to another Carolina House of Consciousness production of Me, Myself, and Carolina. I'm your host, Brother Darrell. And as you can see on the screen, family, we caught up with my man Kai, affectionately known to his peers now as Kai Convert. We got a series of questions for the brother, but first we're going to start with the name Kai Convert, explain it, and talk about your product that's taking over the streets right now, Fruit Explosion, brother.
All right. First of all, I want to say a lot of love and appreciation to my man Rhea. You know, you doing your thing out here, Rhea, man. This is my man. We did time together. We used to play ball together, you know, and now I see him out here doing this right here, man. It's definitely inspiring to see that, man. But to answer the question, the name is actually Convert Kai, you know, and Convert Kai, it comes from basically describing who I am. You know, I'm a convert, and what a convert is someone who really basically just buys into a new system, someone who pretty much has just changed their way of living and existing, you know. And so I've been converted, you know, from a convict, you know, to a productive member of society, you know. And so Convert Kai, that's who I am. I'm a convert. I bought into a winning system, man. I bought into a program that works, man, being productive, you know. It just all started from educating myself, real, you know, wanting more out of life, you know. Right. And so I began educating myself, man, and just seeking things out, man, and you know, life is good now, you know.
Talk a little bit about Fruit Explosion.
Fruit Explosion. Well, Fruit Explosion, man, that's just the name of my product, man. How Fruit Explosion came into existence was, you know, I had got into the health and wellness field, and so I got certified in fitness. And so once I got into the scientific aspect of health and wellness, man, I just started eating healthier. You know, I wanted a healthier existence, you know, so I started eating healthier, and then I took a lot of the red meat and bread out of my diet. So I wanted something that tasted good, you know. I didn't just want to eat healthy and it didn't taste good. I wanted to enjoy it. So a lot of guys that make different fruit salads in the federal system, but I began making mine a little different. I began tweaking it and just developing my craft, man. And as I would share the fruit salad with different guys, man, they would just go crazy about it, you know. And so they were like, Kai, this is really good, you know. And guys who were eating from Whole Foods and ate the top of the line stuff, they said this is the best stuff they had ever tasted. So, you know, someone actually said, Kai, you should consider selling this when you go home. And so I thought about it, man, and you know, I said, I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. And once I came home, you know, that was the first thing I did. I made up a batch. I went to the grocery store, made up a batch, man, and hit the ground running, man. And so the first day, I think I sold out. The first day I made close to $300 the first day, man. And so the name Fruit Explosion, it actually comes from just describing what it is. And it actually, like, the fruit is just exploding in your mouth when you eat it, you know? So, man, that's how it came with Fruit Explosion.
That's what's up, brother. And I'm telling you, family, it definitely explodes. Excuse me, my mouth is full of it right now. It explodes. You know, we here, Me, Myself, and Carolina, very much into health and wellness. We'll be talking with EGB of EGB Fitness, Blood Type Fitness, coming up soon. So, Convert Kai, how important is health and wellness, and why do our people not take it serious, man?
Bro, that's a good question, man. How important is health and wellness? Well, it depends on how you look at life, man. You know, to some people, health and wellness is not important at all, you know, but to other people, once you become conscious about the product that you put inside of your body, you know, and how you want to live your life and how long you want to live life, you know, that's when health and wellness becomes important. You know, once you make a conscious decision that, hey, man, I want to live and I want to live a healthy life. And so I just wanted to be healthy, bro, and I made a conscious decision, man, to do that. So I began taking things out of my diet and putting different things in my diet. And one thing I came to realize is that what you put in your body is what influences your body. You dig what I'm saying? And so, you know, I just began eating healthier, you know, and the reason why a lot of people are not as health conscious is because they don't know. They're uneducated about the harm that a lot of the foods they're putting in their body are doing to their bodies, you know what I'm saying? And the life expectancy, you know, the red meat and how long it takes for your body to digest that stuff. You know, they're just uneducated about this stuff, man. So all it takes, man, is just a little education.
I agree with you, brother. Our people are very misinformed. Some misinformed and some just not educated at all. It was one of the things that I picked up being incarcerated. It's been 10 and a half years now that I didn't eat red meat. And just realizing how much better I feel. It affects your mood and a lot of other things. Great answer, brother. I wanted to ask you, Convert Kai, what do you think about the recent police shootings that's taking place in the communities? Young African American men being gunned down in the street. Because I've heard a lot of different takes and a lot of different perspectives. What do you think about the recent police shootings?
Of course, man, it's very disheartening to continuously have to witness our young black brothers being slain by the hands of those who took an oath to protect them, you know. But I kind of have a unique perspective concerning that, man. You know, I really feel like this is a product of a problem that we created, man, and that we continue to perpetuate every day. Our culture is responsible for the way that people respect us or disrespect us. You know, the lack of value that we place on our own selves, man. We devalue ourselves. We out here killing each other. We promoting rampant sex, rampant drug use, the selling of drugs. Like, listen to the music, bro. You know, it just promotes death and violence. You know, the TV shows, you know. I mean, I'm all for the black culture, man. I'm from the streets, but brother, it comes to a point where you just like, man, it's just disgusting. You know, and it's no accountability on our behalf. It's like our people come together, we want to rally when the police shoot a brother, but when a brother shoots a brother, ain't nobody saying nothing. You know, it's no accountability. We want to jump on the bandwagon when the control is out of our hands, you know, but we control of our lives daily. We got control of what we do daily. So the accountability needs to come back home, man. You know, we need to take responsibility for our actions. It starts right here at home, man. And so that's how I feel, man. But as far as the police officers shooting the black man, you know, it's nothing but modern day lynching. You understand? It ain't nothing new. But I also feel that, you know, if we don't really take a look at how we conduct ourselves and how we value ourselves, then we can't expect nobody else to value us any more than we value ourselves.
Great answer, King. I was saying that I had an interesting take, and that's one of them. I feel like it has been perpetuated. It goes right into my next question, the state of hip-hop. Music. To me, it's a deaf culture. It's deaf culture. From drug use to drug selling, it's a junkie culture. My son was reciting the words to a song by the artist by the name of Future one day, and it was I got a bag full of perks. I got a something with this work, and what you don't see is the other side of that, which is penitentiary or death. Right, and so it's really perpetuating a deaf culture. So you pretty much answered my next question, which was about the state of hip hop, because you're right, and it's time that we take account and be more accountable. And it starts in the home, in the household. And I'm so grateful for brothers like yourself who experienced this, so maybe some of the youth doesn't have to, because I actually take blame. I feel like my culture, my generation dropped the ball, so to speak. You know what I mean? And so it's time for us to pick up the pieces, brother. What would be your message to the youth, man? I was very inspired. I saw a picture that you had where it wasn't just any youth, man. These were guys whose fathers are out of the home, who are incarcerated. You took it upon yourself to speak to the youth, but speaking to the youth overall, if Convert Kai had a message for the youth, what would it be?
Basically, man, my message would be just sharing my experiences, bro, you know, and letting them know what I've been through. You know, we're misled by what we see on TV and what we hear. And just like you alluded to and you referenced the music. First of all, man, the music is a powerful influence, man. Very powerful influence, and people don't really realize how much influence music has, you know. And we sit here and listen to, and I know the songs you're talking about, because I sit here and I can't believe that they will actually promote the drug use like they do, and the selling of drugs, whipping work, trapping openly, like they are promoting illegal behavior. Right. You know, so there, it's all a system. It's all one big engine, one big system, man. So if I had something to say to the youth, man, I would just tell them to open their eyes up and see things for what they really are, man. You know, sometimes society will paint a picture for you. They'll paint a picture for you and try to place boundaries on you, you know, and make you think that you can't go but so far, that these are your only options. You understand what I'm saying? And I kind of was trapped into that same way of thinking myself until I got incarcerated and I began to educate myself, you know. So I would tell the young brothers, man, you know, don't look at what you see on TV and the videos and what you hear on the radio. That's all entertainment, brother. That's not reality. That music is not reality, bro. What they don't tell you is, like Red said, man, selling that work and using those drugs, man, that'll end you up in prison, bro, in a casket. It's just that simple. I've invested 20 years of my life in prison, man. A lot of my homies, he talked about the little homies that I had with me, those kids, those were my homeboys' kids, man. Their fathers are in jail with life sentences. Shout out to my man Face and my man Marquise, man. Their kids are out here struggling, man. Their fathers are gone with life sentences. Only by the grace of God, I'm out here with mine, man. I want to share a quick little testimony with you, bro. You know, I done spent like close to 20 years of my life in prison, and on the last bit me and you did, I did almost 10 and a half years. Okay, I came home, stayed out 9 months, and caught 15 years with the feds. All right, by the grace of God, man, after doing 5 years, they passed the law, and I was actually able to get some relief in court. So I got immediate release. You know, they cut my sentence from 15 years down to 37 months. Wow. So I came home. But during my period of incarceration, man, my relationship with my son was strained. I wasn't able to talk to him. He wouldn't come see me. We didn't really communicate like that. I heard he was out here selling drugs and, you know, running around in the streets and things like that, man. And so I wasn't able to grab him. He had got locked up a few times and things. So when I came home, he actually came and picked me up from the jail. I'm gonna show you how God worked. He came to pick me up from the jail, so my son had some charges pending. I went to court with him. The judge, the district attorney was gonna give him some time, some jail time. I spoke to the DA, you know, at length and explained my situation, man. He went and changed his mind. You know, instead of giving my son some time, he gave him strictly probation. You know, I had the opportunity, the judge wanted to speak to me. So what I'm saying is, man, that, you know, our kids need their fathers in their lives. And since I've been home, my son has come to stay with me, bro. You know, he doesn't sell drugs no more. You know, he's out here rocking Fruit Explosion t-shirts, bro. You know, he's out here running around pumping fruit now. You understand what I'm saying, bro? He ain't trying to catch no charges. He got his probation switched to Raleigh. So what I'm saying is, man, it don't take a whole lot of preaching. It just takes our presence, man, and us doing what we supposed to do, bro. Just like you here with your son, that's how I move with mine, man, and that's how we all supposed to do. So for you brothers that are behind the wall, you kings, like my man say, behind the wall, man, listen, if your relationship with your child is strained, you know, all you got to do is get home, bro. All you got to do is get home, and it's going to line back up.
Powerful, powerful, brother. And I talk about this all the time. Incarcerated Kings, we go inside of the gate. We taking guys out on passes. We also helping resume building, because for me, my testimony, everything worked out for me prior to getting out. And so that's what I want to do is while somebody is sitting still, while I can reach them, we're trying to, Incarcerated Kings, we're going inside the gates and trying to reach the youth and just reach the brothers, man. These fathers that are not at home. One of the best programs I'd ever seen was called Fabulous Fathers. Okay. And I want to start something like that on my own. So we're very grateful for you and what you're doing, not only in your son's life, but in the youth. And thank you for sharing that testimony, brother. So, Kai, tell everybody how they can get with you. Give them some contact information, how they can get Fruit Explosion, Facebook, Instagram. Give them your information, brother.
Definitely. All right, like you said, my name is Convert Kai. You can find me on Instagram at convert_Kai. On IG, on Facebook, I'm Kai Riley. Or you can get me at Fruit Explosion on Facebook. The email is www.myfruitexplosion@gmail.com. Or you can just call me on the cell, 919-591-1953. If you're in the Durham or Raleigh area, you hit me on the hip, I'll pull up. Peace.
One more thing, brother. Brother Keywan Hester, I actually saw a story about the brother. I didn't know him in the street. I saw a story about the brother and how he began to bake, you know, on state, as we say, or while he was incarcerated. Now he's taking those skills and got some of the best, and I mean best, desserts in this town, man, in this state of North Carolina. Talk a little bit about your relationship with that brother, and I saw that his store actually has Fruit Explosion now too.
Man, I don't know how I was about to make it through this interview without giving a shout out to my homeboy Keywan Hester, man. Man, I thank God for Keywan, man. He's a blessing, man. The brother just basically came out and laid down the blueprint for how to come out of prison and just switch hustles, you know. He came out, he was hand to hand with the cakes or whatever. He learned his craft in prison, man. And I actually witnessed that. Keywan and I go back. We got a lot of mutual friends. We used to play basketball together growing up or whatever, man. We got a lot of mutual friends and stuff. So we've always been in contact through the years. And so prior to me coming home, I just reached out to him and let him know what my plan was. And he told me, he said, Kai, man, just come home, bro, and I got you, you know. So Keywan is super busy, bro. So I basically came home, man, and put my thing down myself, man. And he saw the movement, bro. He respected it. I wasn't waiting on no handouts. And he just, man, opened his arms up, man. Keywan reached out to some people, man, got me some labels for my material, for my product, man. He opened the door. He's actually the first business owner to allow Fruit Explosion to be carried in the store, man. So we mainstream now, you know, man. So I just shout out to Keywan, man. But before we go, Rail, man, I got some of my team here with me, man. If I can, I just want to shout them out, man.
No doubt, bring them in.
Hey, y'all, come here. Jaleel.
No doubt, this is what it's all about. Fruit Explosion team, the support.
Yeah, this us right here. Now come on, y'all sit right here, This is my team right here, man. This is my beautiful wife, Erica, right here. And you know, this is my baby right here, my princess, Jaleel. These are the people who helped me make Fruit Explosion a reality. We sit up countless hours throughout the night, cutting fruit all night from 9:30 to 3:30 in the morning, almost every night. Man, I just give a shout out to them, man, because if it wasn't them, it wouldn't be Fruit Explosion. My wife, she gets up every morning, goes to work, but every night she's at home cutting up fruit. My daughter, she drives all the way from Durham to Raleigh just to help me cut fruit and then drives back home, you know. So I just give a shout out to them. And my son, Kyrie, he's not here right now. He's actually in Chapel Hill pumping Fruit Explosion right now, man. So I want to give a shout out to everybody who helps me, you know, make this dream a reality, bro.
That's what's up, my brother. And I just want to say that, you know, I know both sides of you, brother. I know you from the street, you know, and we raised hell. You know, I thank God for the opportunity to sit across from you with a whole new mindset, with a whole new plan. You know what I'm saying? The plan that God originally had for us. I always knew that you had this character that was a little bit different than what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Your actions showed a little bit different than what I knew your character was. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you, King. Congratulations on the success. And we gonna link up, me, myself, and Carolina, along with Fruit Explosion. Sky's the limit, brother. Peace, love, and light to the family.
This is the Legion.
I remember when they changed up on me. When I started getting money, they started acting funny. Now the time's so lonely. When your friends turn to foes, that's how the game goes.
I know,
but I can do better on my own. So I'm better off alone, alone.
I need more foes than friends, the ones that don't pretend to ride with you to the end when they hopping in your Benz. I need money I can spend, I need a touchdown to win.